Hey, good morning. We're in Psalm 94 today. It's a little bit of a longer psalm. I don't think I'm going to read the whole thing. It's 23 verses. I'll read the first part of it. We've heard similar language, but there's a new thought that I want to explore today. The Lord is a God who avenges. O God who avenges, shine forth. Rise up, judge of the earth. Pay back to the proud what they deserve. How long will the wicked be jubilant? They pour out arrogant words. All the evildoers are full of boasting. They crush your people, Lord. They oppress your inheritance. They slay the widow and the foreigner. They murder the fatherless. They say, the Lord does not see. The God of Jacob takes no notice. Take notice, you senseless one among the people. You fools, when will you become wise? Does he who fashioned the ear not hear? Does he who formed the eye not see? Does he who disciplines nation not punish? Does he who teaches mankind lack knowledge? The Lord knows all human plans. He knows they are futile. It goes on, a similar language. The thought here that I want us to think about is, who establishes justice? Who secures for us justice? Who defines it? Where does it come from? This is actually a big moral problem in moral philosophy. Because if there is no God, and if there are no universals, then we really don't know what justice is. It has to be human manufacturing. We just declare something that is. There's nothing predetermined that's justice or fair. What's interesting to me, though, is that you find a concept of fairness, of justice in every human culture, whether it's Christian, Hindu, right, Islamic, or even atheistic when we've had communists. There is something built into humans where when we see it, we know it, and we say, that's not right, that's not just, that's not fair. Where does that come from? Well, I would argue that built into us, into our very frame, is that sensibility that there is something called justice. And it's not just that the powerful get their way. There is a God who stands behind and defines justice, declares justice, and will arrive at justice. Now, we live in a time when we can see there isn't much justice. There's a lot of injustice. So what do we do with this? Well, the cry of our hearts is to pray for God to do what is right and good and fair and just according to who he is, since he is just and good and fair, for him to establish who he is in these earthly affairs. This is not a bad prayer in these days, to pray this: God, establish your justice. Lord of goodness, Lord of fairness, do what's right. I think the Psalms can guide our language here. I think it's important to pray this way. I think we can cry out to God to establish justice and to defy the fools, the godless, the senseless, to silence them so that there would not be people who are taken advantage of, who are oppressed or marginalized. Here, the widow, the foreigner, the fatherless. That's where our hearts are supposed to be. We're supposed to work for and pray for and ask God to deliver the folks who are being oppressed. Grace and peace to you.